Wish that I could stay. Wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind. And though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night.
We're just on a walk with the dogs, and we were chatting about our 5 favourite things in the van. We get asked a lot about our favourite things and what things we recommend for while we're travelling in the van, so we thought we'd share some of those with you. Yeah, I would say one of our favourite things in the van, we've mentioned it quite a few times to you, is our water purifier.
Oh yes, that's a great bit of kit, and I think that has saved us quite a few times going through some of the European cities that we've travelled in where the water is non-potable. You can probably all remember the poo tap, so that makes any tap or even a dirty river drinkable. Water filter,
Putting it down there.
in the bottle down there, and it is quite power hungry, but all we do is use one of them.
Yeah.
So it stays in situ, and the little power bank does its job. We use the freshwater tap, but it is always filtered as well, because when you're traveling Spain, Portugal, they sell bottled water here for a reason. Even though it says potable water, I think I'd like to be safe and just filter our own.
Yeah, definitely.
And it does work. It takes a minute or so to fill the water up, but all we use is our soda stream bottles.
I wouldn't be without this system now.
Doll, you're going to knock the water over.
So, in fact, when we get home, we need to buy some more cartridges, don't we? It says when they run out there, look, so when the lights come on for RO or hybrid, it tells you which one has run out.
It'll do 1600 soda stream bottles. It does 1600 litres, so we got a bit to go yet, but it really is worth its weight.
Yeah, it is, definitely for travels like ours as well.
And the next on the list is lithium batteries. They have been a complete godsend. The lithium batteries have been really good, and that's just Corin next to me, completely ignoring the fact I'm talking on camera.
Sorry,
so
I
won't worry about that.
was watching Wilf and Dolly. Right, you mate are in doggy time out.
We didn't. Sorry about the dogs. They're not the favourite things at the moment. That's why they're upset. But yeah, the lithium batteries, they have been brilliant. They have probably, I think the lowest I took them to was about 55%. And each day the solar tops them up. Over the entire trip to this point in time, we've plugged in 4 times. The rest has been topped up with the solar. So the lithium has been brilliant.
So I'm going to say something here. You always used to say, because we had AGMs, we've got new AGMs, they're fine.
Nah, the
You've changed
AGMs...
your mind completely now, haven't you?
I have. The AGMs, they get down to about 11.2 volts, and things just stop working. Whereas the lithium, you can take them down to 1%, so they will just last and last. So I'm just keeping an eye on Wilf, because he's the dog that likes to run. So they will last a lot better. And the lithium batteries, if you go back to see the review we did on them, you'll also see the price. They're really good.
Yes, they are really good. Do power banks come in under lithium batteries, do you
Well,
think?
I think the lithium batteries could replace some of the power banks, but not all, because at one point we had 3 power banks, and that was using the AGM batteries. But now we've got lithium. Now I just run with probably 1 decent sized power bank, so we can work outside. I can chase the sun with the solar panels. So yeah, lithium batteries, way to go for us.
Definitely. I'm back from the dog walk. That was quite refreshing. Time for a cuppa, and I'm going to treat myself to a little chill out. I think I'm going to read a magazine. I've got my iPad here, so that's all we need. This is one of our favourite things. This is a product that we can definitely say we have tried and we have tested, and we've enjoyed it so much we kept it on. Sometimes you just don't fancy watching TV or whatever it is, and you just want to sit back, relax and read a magazine. So this is where Readly comes in. Now Redders has been a member of Readly for 2 years. Or one of the best things about Readly is, because he's a member, I get to have my own magazine shelf as well. So what is Readly? Well, basically it's very similar to Netflix. Instead of choosing something to watch, you can choose something to read. They have hundreds of different magazines and newspapers. Basically, it's like a newsagent shelf, and then you pay one fee a month and you've got access to everything, which is fantastic. And another thing we really love about it is you can actually download the magazines. So what we do while we're away to save money is we take our phones out, because you can put it onto your phone or you can put it onto your tablet, and we go to either a cafe or somewhere where we can sit and choose some magazines, and we download them so that when we go back to the van, we're not actually using our internet, which is fantastic if you are on a sim where you have a limited amount of internet. Another brilliant thing about Readly, so many magazines, and I don't have to find somewhere to put them, because paper is heavy and magazines are bulky, and living in a van, there is just not a lot of room to keep these things. So many of my favourite magazines are on there. If I fancy something, trying something new for tea, there's all sorts of different magazines. There's magazines for air fryers, there's magazines for motorhomes, you name it. There's limitless amount of magazines out there. Redders enjoys his for his cars, his classic cars and his guitars. And like I said, for us to keep subscribing with our own money for 2 years, I think that tells you something.
If any of our viewers are interested in trying Readly for themselves, all you need to do is click our link in the description and you can enjoy 2 months of Readly absolutely free. Cancellation possible at any time. So click that link, try it out for 2 months and see why we've actually stuck with it for 2 years.
It is one of our must-have items when we're travelling in the van, just as important as the others, because it is a very cheap form of entertainment, and very good entertainment at that. Because this is our 5 favourite essentials in the van, Redders has got another one that he wants to tell you about.
Well, I have. It's on a previous vlog. There's no real name to it, but what I've done is, I guess, keeping it simple, because that's what I like to do. The solar panels on the roof have 2 wires. Those 2 wires then go into the solar charger, the converter, and then it runs to a battery. Now once the lithiums are topped up, they stop charging. So all of this solar power that's coming down is lost. So what I've done is put in a little directional switch, so I can switch the solar power from going into the lithium batteries. I can switch them to going into the power banks. So the power banks are charging from the sun off the roof of the van, or when the sun's too low, I can put the panels out and chase the sun that way. So we've always got charge coming into the van over and above what we need. That's dealing with using all the power to its max. So I wouldn't do without my £15 switch.
There you go. That's a bargain one.
That's a good tip.
That's a bargain one. I got another bargain one for you.
Oh.
Yeah, the air fryer. Air frying is just the new thing in vans and van life. Almost everyone seems to have one these days. In fact, we like ours so much, we took our oven out.
We did, and we put a power
we
bank
just felt
in,
no
didn't we?
need for it. We haven't needed an oven. We've just air fried, or we've rarely used the hob. So because we've got the lithium, which is another of our favourite things, and Redder's solar switch, we can keep us powered up, we can basically run our air fryer from the sun or travel. We're not paying for electric hookup anymore. That works really well. But an air fryer, they are so economic. They're not expensive to buy. The one we've got is fantastic. It's only little, doesn't take up a lot of room, and you can knock up some amazing meals in it, like this one. So tonight I am making, in the air fryer, chicken fried rice. So nice and easy. 2 packets of, just to make it really, really easy, 2 of the cheap packets of microwave rice, a packet of chicken, just small chicken pieces, spring onions, 5 spice, and sesame oil. and of course soy sauce. So that's not looking too shabby, is it? And I think it's going to be really tasty. There we go. That looks good. Is it nice?
Just about to dive into it, but that looks really good.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice.
Air fryer chicken fried rice. So there you go. That's 5 essentials for when we're travelling in our van. 5 things that we feel really make life much easier and better. So tell us, what do you have, or what would you have as your 5 things? Have we missed something out? Just let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear.
You've been warned about me. You've heard that all I do is obsess about you. But if only you could see